Hello everyone, I've got a product and project to share for you today, and I'm going to be using the SIMPTAP markers by Arrtx. These were sent for me to have a look at and for me to share my thoughts. Now, SIMPTAP I think stands for Simply Tap. I'll explain that in a minute, but it's a box of acrylic markers, very, very similar to Posca paint pens. So we've got here, this is what the box looks like. These are the colours swatched on the back with some instructions as well. We'll have a go at this. I like the design of the box. 24 saturated colours, waterproof and brush tip, strong coverage and bright, available on various surfaces. So I think that means that you can just use them on various surfaces. So for those of you that are into pebble painting, you'd certainly be able to use these on mat, on glass. You could paint on glass, etc. But these are the colours. In fact, let me just take them out of the box. These are the colours that are included in the set, and I've just put them in an order that makes sense to me. So we've got some lovely brights here, we've got some neutrals, some browns and creams, we've got a black and a white and a gold. I think this is a gold and a silver. Let's just have a look and see what it says on the lid. So we've got the reference number of the colour on the lid. So that's that. And then on the side, it says strong coverage, force, sunproof, meaning that they're saying that it's light fast, and waterproof. So we'll have a look at this. And then the instructions, it says shake well before use, press top of marker body, start using, recap tightly after use. So let's have a look at one of these. I've rearranged my pens as well so that I've got some space to actually play with. So I'm going to give this blue one a really good shake. I don't know how long to shake it for, but I don't know. I think that will do. Take the lid off, and then it says press. I don't know how long to press for. Perhaps I should hold it down this way. And I can, I think. Oh, yes, here we go. So that's one press. And I can see it starting to come down now. So after 3 or 4 presses, my colour has come down. Oh, these are really smooth to write with. Yeah, this is just a piece of plain cardstock. Really vibrant, really smooth. It's a really soft nib. And I guess the benefit of tapping at the top is that you're not damaging your nib by having to press the nib down. So we can draw a really thin line. We can press harder as well. I'm going to go off camera and swatch all of my pens. I'm going to be using a notebook that Arrtx sent me a while ago. I've got this folk art style painting that I did with gouache, Arrtx gouache paints. And I think I'm going to keep a similar kind of style going in this journal. So let's see what we can paint. I have got an idea in my head. This is what the colours look like. They dried really quickly. Most of them are very matte, with the exception of the blues. I would say that the blues are more like a satin finish. All of the others are definitely matte, apart from the metallics, which I find are really sparkly. I do like those. I just want to try out the white pen, so I'm just going to go over my colours here just to see how opaque the white is. It's not too bad, but in all honesty, I would like a much brighter, more opaque white. Okay, so let's do a project. As you can see, I have added some washi tape to my background. I just absolutely love the white border on this page here, so I want to replicate that. I've chosen my colours, and I've got this indigo blue here, this sort of bluey black, yellow, red, orange, and then a black and a white. I've also pulled out my Marva Uchida drawing pen as well. This is a 0.1. I'll probably use that as well. And I'm going to use this for my basic design. Now, for anybody who is interested, I did a load of doodles years and years and years ago, and all I've done is photocopy and blow up this particular leaf here. I just like the idea of using this for my project today. I think I'm going to line it up with the top left hand corner. I'll need to extend the stem, I think, but that's what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to, whoops daisy, I'm just going to draw around this. I've printed it out on cardstock, and I'm just going to draw around this now with my mechanical pencil. So this will give me my shape, my basic outline shape. And now I've cut the centre out of my shape as well. So I'm just going to position this into place, draw around this as well. So this is taking all of the hard work out of my project for me. Whoops, I've misaligned that, but you get the idea. I'm just going to go off camera now and just carefully draw around my makeshift stencil. And how lovely is it to use your own ideas? I'm then just going to cut around this as well, so I have got the basic shape of my stem. So let's cut this out as well, and then I can use these for several projects in the future as well, and maybe we'll touch more on this subject as well and give you try and give you inspiration for ideas. So I'm lining this up, and now I can just trace around my stem. I want to do something about my stem, so I'm thinking I can narrow it a bit here and then just bring it down here, and then use my eraser there. And I think that's probably a better shape. So that's, good to start off with. So let's make ourselves a little painting. I'm going to start off with this indigo blue shape. So let me just tap this to activate the ink again. I think the easiest way is to tilt my pad, and I'm just going to draw an outline around here like this. Oh, hang on, I need more ink. So let's tap this down. And I'm just going to, here we go, that's better. And then just draw myself an outline. And this will be interesting to see how many times I need to tap to fully colour in this page. But I just think it's going to be easier and neater if I draw myself an outline first. So I'm going to go ahead off camera and do this. So I've got my outline, and then I'm just going to colour this in. You can see that I've got some Arrtx washi tape as well to create myself a border. I'm just going to go around here twisting my page just because I find that easier, and colouring in my background. So that's my starting point. So let's just quickly colour this in, and the pen is holding up really well so far. Next up, I want to add some orange. I'm going to add the orange in this part here. So again, I'm just going to carefully go around. I'm also going to outline this area here as well and colour this in. We've now got the orange in place, and next up I want to do the red. So again, I've just been pumping a couple of times just before I've used these, but I haven't had to repump so far, so that's good. So I'm just going to do exactly the same thing again, just going around my outline. It just makes it easier and neater. So you can see what I'm doing here, just tracing that outline, and then I'll colour it in. I love those colours, gorgeous. You can see I've made a bit of a boo-boo here, so I'm just going to go over this, and as you can see, really opaque, covers up any mistakes really easily. I now want to add some gold to my stem. The gold is just beautiful, isn't it? Just let me tilt my camera and show you that beautiful shine. So the next thing I want to do is just outline my shapes using my Marvi Uchida pen. So I'm just going to go around this as carefully as I can I'll go all the way around. I'll do this off camera because I need to get up close and personal because my eyesight isn't so good. And you can see that in some places I'm not making a particularly good job of this. And that's just a great opportunity to thicken up some of the lines. Of course, now it's all going to go swimmingly. But, you know, if you just make a mistake, just thicken up some of your lines and it just adds a bit of texture, as it did here, as you're going around. So, you know, some thin lines, some thick lines, just to just vary it up a bit. It's funny, isn't it, sometimes how we make mistakes. I was trying to fill in just the top here where I'd gone wrong and ended up using yellow instead of gold. I absolutely love that. I think that adds a really nice highlight. But this is now looking very Clarice Cliff to me. I like how this looks. So I'm going to continue adding my outlines, and this time I'm just going to use the thick black outline here just to come up the outside of my stem. I don't want to go all the way up, just on the thicker areas here. I think I'll leave that be, and then use my fine liner again just to fill in the rest of the details. And, you know, I just think this makes everything pop. It just adds some much needed detail. Make sure that your ink is dry before you start doing this. So I'm just going to go all the way up to the top, and I'll show you what this looks like once this is finished. And then let's just add some lines down here like so. Let's add some of these lines, and so I'm just going to use a fine liner pen and just going to add some lines all the way around. I just think this adds detail. Turning my page just because it's easier for me to do it this way, and I'll go all the way around. I'm just adding a few more lines as well, just thinning this down. I love how this looks. Doesn't have to be neat and perfect either. I just like that scruffy look. I want to add the veins to my leaves. Try not to overthink it, Nina. Here we are, just add some veins. Here, I can thicken those up if I want to. And how do I want to do this? There we are. And let's add some more of this beautiful gold. I'm just going to add some circles like this. This gold is just absolutely wonderful. I love it. So just going to add circles like this, and then maybe a few dots on the other side. Being random and not overthinking this. Isn't that just gorgeous? And let me just hold this up. Just look how iridescent that is. It's just lovely. I feel as though I want to add some black outline to these as well. Oh yes, just look at that. And you can just add as much or as little detail as you want to anything like this. These pens are just so perfect for those of you that love doodling. And just adding some loose scribbly circles to these ones here as well. just really loose. How fabulous. And last of all, I feel as if I want to add some detail around the outside. Let's use this opaque white. What shall we do? I don't know. Just isn't that lovely? And I have pumped this a few times because I've discovered that if you pump it, it's much more opaque. I want to go off the grid with some of this as well. And then let's add some dots as well. Maybe I can just pump it again. I'm going to try and not overthink this. Or who doesn't love a polka dot? I'm just going to go around here like this, and then just again, and I'm just going to fill some of these lines in. I just think having that thick black line just looks absolutely wonderful. So doesn't have to be absolutely everywhere, just in some of the places. And I'm just going to carry on doodling, and we'll see what we end up with. Well, the washi tape, masking tape, is now off, and I'm calling this done. Just a quick tip for you: if you're struggling to get your masking tape off, use your heat gun. It just melts the glue that's underneath and just makes it so much easier to peel off, so that you don't end up with any tearing. Mine has come off really smoothly. And let me just tilt this as well, just so that you can see that beautiful shine from the gold. The gold is spectacular. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now, anybody who's followed me for a long time will know that I rave about the Premium Prime Premio pen from Marva Uchida. This is the Deco Colour pen in gold. I've swatched it against the one that I've used today from Arrtx. So this is the gold here, and I love the colour of this one here. It's just absolutely beautiful, but oh my goodness me, this is so much smoother. You can hardly even feel it against the page, whereas I can feel all of the texture of the Premium Prime Premio pen, because this one here is oil based. I'd love to see a whole metallic set from Arrtx, because I just think these are absolutely lovely. So what are my overall thoughts regarding these paint pens? So let me tell you the pros. I think the colours are wonderful and vibrant. Just look how beautiful and bright and opaque these are. I think the metallics are absolutely gorgeous. Sets that I've had in the past have been a bit of a flop where the metallics have been concerned, whereas the gold and the silver in this set is just absolutely lovely. I love the fact that they've got a large barrel as well, and you can see exactly how much ink is inside as well. I think the ink in these will last a long time, and it's just beautifully smooth to work with, just really smooth, opaque coverage, and I really like that. Are there any cons to these pens? Well, at first I wasn't so sure about the white paint pen, but I discovered that if you tap the end of the white, where's the white gone, and allow more of the ink to come down, then it's beautifully opaque. And you can see here that, you know, I've got really good coverage of the white pen. So, you know, I take back what my initial thoughts were. The only real con that I have is the fact that these are heavy going to get started in the first place. You need to pump them quite a few times to get the ink to come down into the nib from the barrel. And I've got quite a lot of joint pain from the medication that I'm taking for my cancer treatment at the moment, and my hands were in agony at the end of it. It took me half an hour to get all of these ready and pumped to start using. And, you know, I'm not going to lie, my hands were sore at the end of it. So, you know, if that's going to be an issue, if you've got any kind of joint pain or arthritis, then you would need somebody else probably to help you get all of these activated and started. But after that, they're ready to go. go, and just, you know, the odd one or two pumps if you need a greater coverage. I think I needed to pump an extra time to cover the whole of this blue background. I really enjoyed working with these pens. Cost-wise, I think they're good value for money. A set of the Arrtx 24 markers will set you back £26.99 in English money at the time of recording this video, whereas a set of Posca paint pens in similar colours will set you back £39.99 for just 16 of them. So, you know, I do think that these represent good value for money. Keep a check on the prices because, of course, they do fluctuate. I'll leave a link to these markers, of course, in the description box below. But yes, I enjoyed working with these, apart from the fact that I didn't enjoy activating them. I hope this video was helpful and that you've enjoyed seeing the project that I've come up with today. Let me just remind you of the colours that are included in the set. I would like to take it one step further and do something with these neutral tones on the right hand side here. I just love these beiges and browns, and you know, my thinking cap is on to see if I can come up with some kind of nature project, perhaps using these beautiful tones here. So, you know, keep watching if you want more ideas using paint pens. But as I've said, I'll leave the link to the markers in the description box below. But if you've enjoyed this video, as always, I'd very much appreciate a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.